It's 8 p.m., you're scrolling through your phone, and there's this text you haven't answered yet.
Oh, I know that text.
Right? It's not even a hard text. Like, it's not your boss or some emergency. It's just someone needs something from you. Again.
And you're sitting there going, I should respond. But your entire body is like, please, no, not tonight.
That gap between what you think you should do and what you can actually handle, that's everything we're talking about tonight.
Welcome to the thinking room. I'm Alec.
I'm Sophie. And if that text is still sitting there unread, or if there's a favor you haven't said yes to yet, or if you're just tired for reasons you can't explain,
Stay with us because we're about to make sense of it.
all of it.
Okay, so let's start with something people say all the time. I don't know why I'm so tired. I barely did anything today.
Oh, I felt that in my soul.
Right? So here's what's actually happening in your brain.
Science time.
Science time. So you've got this part of your brain called the anterior cingulate cortex.
Which is a terrible name for something so important.
Agreed. But it's basically your social pain center. And here's the wild part. It lights up the same way whether you stub your toe or you're managing your mother-in-law's feelings.
Wait, so emotional labor registers as actual physical pain?
Yes, your nervous system doesn't care if you're carrying groceries or carrying the weight of everyone's emotion. It's all load.
That's wow. Okay, so when people say, I feel it in my body,
They're not being dramatic. That's cortisol. That's your stress hormone flooding your system because your brain thinks you're under threat.
but the threat isn't a bear. It's like, did I upset Sarah? Is my boss annoyed? Should I have said yes to that thing?
Exactly. Your amygdala, that's your threat detector, has been running overtime.
So if someone's listening right now thinking they're weak or lazy or broken,
You're not. Your nervous system is legitimately overwhelmed. You've been running a marathon while sitting still.
that's both validating and devastating.
Yeah, welcome to understanding yourself.
Okay, but nobody's born thinking, my job is to manage everyone's feelings. So where does this come from?
Childhood, almost always.
It's always childhood.
I know, but let me paint a picture that might feel familiar.
Okay.
You're 7 years old. Your parents are fighting. The tension in the house is thick. You walk into the room and you make a joke, or you ask about dinner, or you do something that shifts the energy.
And everyone relaxes.
Right. And your brain, your sweet survival-oriented brain, makes a note. Oh, when I regulate other people's emotions, I get safety. I get love.
So it's not a personality trait. It's a survival strategy that worked.
Exactly. In psychology, this is called earned secure attachment. You learned that love was conditional on how useful you were.
God, that's heavy.
It is. But Sophie, if people are listening and this is landing,
That 7-year-old was doing their best.
yes, you were adapting, you were surviving, and it worked then.
But you don't have to keep doing it now.
No, you really don't. Okay, we need to talk about the trauma response nobody discusses.
Ooh, is this the fawn thing?
It's the fawn thing.
I love this. Okay, so most people know fight, flight, freeze, but there's a fourth one.
Fawn, the people-pleasing response.
And when I first learned about this, I was like, that's what I've been doing my whole life.
Same.
Right? So let me break this down. When your nervous system perceives threat, and remember, emotional threat counts, you have options.
Fight, get defensive, argue back.
Flight, avoid, escape, leave.
Freeze, shut down, go numb.
Or fawn, appease, please, make yourself useful so the threat goes away.
And here's the thing, it works. Short-term fawning keeps you safe. It prevents blow-up.
But long term?
Long-term, you disappear. You become so good at being what others need that you forget who you actually are.
I had a friend actually, let me just be honest, it was me.
There it is.
I couldn't order food at a restaurant without checking what everyone else wanted first. Like the waiter would come and I'd panic.
That's fawning. Your nervous system was trained to prioritize everyone else's needs before yours, even for a sandwich.
Even for a sandwich. And if you're listening thinking, wait, that's me.
That's your fawn response, and we're going to help you rewire it.
But first, we need to talk about what happens when you don't.
So, what happens when you carry this pattern for years?
Resentment. So much resentment.
Talk to me about that.
Okay, so there's this concept in psychology called moral injury. It's when you repeatedly violate your own values or boundaries to meet external demands.
Give me an example, because I think people need this to be concrete.
Sure, you value honesty, but you say I'm fine when you're falling apart. You value rest, but you say yes to one more favor. You value authenticity, but you perform happiness you don't feel.
Each time you do that,
There's a cost, and that cost accumulates into resentment.
I love how you put this. Resentment is just.
Unexpressed boundaries that have fermented into bitterness.
Can you say that again?
Resentment is unexpressed boundaries that have fermented into bitterness.
Write that down if you're listening. Tattoo it somewhere.
Here's the equation up. Overgiving plus underreceiving plus no boundaries equals resentment.
And most people don't even realize they're resentful until it explodes.
Right. It shows up as snapping at small things, passive-aggressive comments, or just not caring anymore.
That's burnout.
That's burnout. And it's not because you're doing too much, it's because you're doing too much that violates who you actually are.
Okay, so solutions?
Solutions. Here's where most people get it wrong. They try to think their way out of this.
And you can't.
You can't, because this isn't a thinking problem. It's a nervous system problem.
So we start with the body.
Yes, okay, if you're listening and you can do this right now, close your eyes. If you're driving, just be safe.
Yes, please keep your eyes open if you're driving.
Right, but notice, is your jaw clenched right now? Are your shoulders up by your ears? Is your stomach tight? Are you holding your breath?
I just realized I was doing all four.
Same. That's your nervous system in defense mode.
So what do we do about it?
The boundary breath. I want everyone to do this with me right now.
Okay, I'm doing it too.
Breathe in for 4 counts. Hold for 4. And breathe out for 6.
Why is the exhale longer?
Because it activates your vagus nerve. That's the nerve that tells your body, we're safe, we can rest now.
Do this before you respond to text, before you agree to favors, before you say yes when you mean no.
Your body will tell you the truth if you listen to it.
And sometimes the truth is just not right now.
And that's okay.
All right, now let's talk about the thoughts that keep us stuck.
Oh, the lies our brain tells us.
Exactly. These are called cognitive distortions, and I want to name the big 3.
Okay, I'm ready.
Number 1, mind reading. If I say no, they'll think I'm selfish.
But you don't actually know what they'll think.
Right? You're not psychic.
Number 2, catastrophizing. If I don't help them, everything will fall apart.
But will it though? Or will they figure it out like they did before you came along?
Exactly.
Number 3, should statements. I should be able to handle this.
Says who? Where's that rule book?
There isn't one. So here's a tool I love. It's called the 4 question, and it comes from Byron Katie.
Oh, I use this one all the time.
When you catch yourself in guilt, ask, is this thought true? Can I absolutely know it's true? How do I react when I believe this thought? Who would I be without this thought?
Let's use a real example. I should respond to my friend's crisis text right now.
Okay, is that true?
Well, I mean, she's upset.
Can you absolutely know she needs you to respond this second?
No, not really.
How do you feel when you believe you have to respond right now?
Anxious, resentful, honestly.
And who would you be without that thought?
Calm, present, able to respond from a grounded place when I'm actually ready.
That's the difference. Thoughts aren't fact.
They're just old programs running. Okay, this is the part people ask for most. What do I actually say?
Because in the moment, we freeze.
Yes, so we're going to give you scripts, actual language you can use.
Here's the template. I care about you, and I can't take that on right now.
Notice the and not, but, because, but negates everything before it.
Right. So here are specific scripts for the situations that come up most.
When someone dumps their emotions on you, I can see you're going through a lot. I don't have capacity to hold this right now, but I hope you find the support you need.
When someone asks for a favor you can't do, I appreciate you thinking of me. That's not something I can commit to right now.
When someone tries to guilt you, I understand you're disappointed. I still need to honor my boundary.
That last one is crucial because it doesn't argue, doesn't justify.
It just restates reality.
Practice these out loud. I'm serious.
Me too. Say them to your mirror. Say them in your car. Your nervous system needs to hear you say them.
And here's what might happen.
Some people will leave.
Yeah.
And that's information. Because the people who leave when you set boundaries, they were only there for what you could give them.
Not for who you are.
Okay, we need to be honest about something.
What's that?
When you start doing this, setting boundaries, saying no, not carrying everyone's weight,
It's going to feel wrong.
so wrong.
Your brain is going to freak out. It's going to say, danger. This is not how we survive.
That's your amygdala. It thinks setting boundaries boundaries equals abandonment equals death.
Your amygdala is dramatic.
It really is. But here's what you do. You talk to it.
Wait, like out loud?
If you need to, say, I know this feels scary, brain, but we're safe. We're actually safer when we honor our limits.
You're literally reassuring your amygdala.
Yes, and over time, usually about 60 to 90 days of consistent practice,
Your brain starts to believe you. The new pathway becomes the default.
that's neuroplasticity, your brain rewiring itself.
So if someone's listening and thinking, I tried setting boundaries once and it felt awful, so I stopped.
You didn't do it wrong, you just didn't do it long enough.
Change requires repetition.
And discomfort doesn't mean you're doing it wrong. It means you're doing something new.
This is the part that gets me.
What?
When you stop carrying everyone else's weight, you have to figure out who you are.
Oh.
Yeah, because for some people, being the helper or the strong one is their entire identity.
And when you let that go, there's this void.
And that void is terrifying.
But it's also where you get to discover who you actually are, not who you had to be.
So how do you do that?
Start asking yourself, what do I like to do when no one's watching? What do I actually think about things when I'm not managing someone else's opinion? What would I choose if disappointing others wasn't a factor?
Write these down, journal them.
Because you're not losing yourself, you're finding yourself.
Maybe for the first time.
Yeah. I want to talk to anyone listening who's thinking, but what if I really am selfish?
Here's the truth.
Selfish people don't worry about being selfish.
Yeah, if you're agonizing over whether you're doing enough, caring enough, giving enough, you're not the problem.
The fact that you're even asking means you have a conscience. You have empathy.
So here's your permission slip.
You are allowed to be unavailable.
You are allowed to be tired.
You are allowed to prioritize your peace.
You are allowed to let people be disappointed.
You are allowed to exist without being useful.
You are allowed to just be.
That's it. That's the whole thing.
If you're listening right now, try something with us.
Put your hand on your heart, feel it beating. That heartbeat doesn't ask for your productivity. It doesn't require you to be useful or selfless or strong.
It just beats. And that's all you need to do tonight. Just be alive. Just be here.
The weight you're carrying, put down one piece. Not all of it, just one.
Notice what's yours and what isn't.
And remember, you're not responsible for other people's feelings. You're responsible for your own integrity.
This was the thinking room.
Our 8 p.m. space for real conversations.
If this helped, share it with someone who needs to hear it.
And if you need to listen to this again tomorrow, that's okay too.
We'll be here. Take care of yourselves.
Really, we mean that.